Banks' role in economy. Nowadays, banks are very important. Banks plays an important role in the economic activity or commercial activity, financial activity of not only the individuals, commercial organizations as well as nation, country's administration also. So everything depends upon every flow of funds depends upon the punctual performance, perfect performance of the banks. So banks are part of life, part of economy. Banks are there more and more. Now the banks are more and more spreading, increasing their services to the customers. Not only financial activities are also guarantee services, transfer services, and also mobile deposit saving services, deposit services, and all these activities are being carried on by the banks now. Everybody, both the sides, feel confident of the compliance by the banks. If the bank is involved, everybody feel that their transactions are assured. Maybe purchaser, seller, or consumer, anyone feels assured. That is the role of banks. So, how the banks needs to be performed, or what are the expectation of society from the banks. The bank should comply to the guidelines issued by the Reserve Bank of India without any deviation. So the Reserve Bank is the regulatory authority for all financial activities, including banks also. The banks has to honor, respect, implement the regulations issued by the Reserve Bank of India. The banks also needs to respect both the depositors as well as borrowers, because both are the consumers of the banks. The banks should not feel to disrespect or misbehave with the depositors or consumers, because consumer is the pillar of any commercial activity. So we can see the example, because of extending support to the Jan Dhan bank accounts, where the accounts can be opened with zero balances. Now the 42 crore bank Jan Dhan accounts holders have deposited nearly 1,37,000 crores in the banks. So that is the respect, that is the confidence of the depositors on banks. So banks need not or should not underestimate or mistreat, ill-treat the consumer, maybe the depositor or the borrower. In the same way, the banks also needs to extend service not only to all sections of the society, because every section needs their services. Maybe retired person needs the income and deposits, maybe saving individual needs their platform to deposit their money and to earn income. And the same way, the commercial activities, individuals, nation also sometimes needs funds from the banks as a loans. And also banks needs to meet the requirements of all sections of the community by extending loans. Maybe farmers, education, small vendors, small industries, large industries, every section of the community, every section of the economic activity needs financial support from the banks. The Reserve Bank guidelines also prescribe standard to grant loans to individual farmers, individual consumers, individual students, and all these industries. All these are prescribed by the Reserve Bank of India to be adhered, to be followed by the banks individually. There are some cases the banks, instead of extending loans to small farmers, small borrowers, and small lenders, they prefer to pay the penalty, if any, levied by the Reserve Bank of India, which is not a good situation to anyone, because everybody has to follow the Reserve Bank of India. Though penalty option is there if it is done unintentionally, but if the intention is there to deviate from the Reserve Bank guidelines for extending financial support to all sections of the society, it is not acceptable. So banks should help all the sections of the society, and also they should feel happy to share in the development of the individuals, education of the students, and profitability and success of industrialist or commercial activities. The banks needs to extend the required financial support on time to students for education, farmers for agriculture, industrialists for their working capital and term loan needs, small vendors for their working capital needs, for every section of the society to earn, to make them, to enable them, to make them enabled to earn their livelihood with the help of the loan section by the financial institutions, the banks. The same way, the banks also not advisable to grant loans for expenditure by the individuals. Means expenditure means is the individual is borrowing, the individual borrowing for in expenditure means he is spending over the income. It is financial indiscipline by the individual. So financing for the expenditure is encouraging financial indiscipline. It is advisable not to give loans to individuals for expenditure like vehicles, credit cards, housing also to some extent. Of course, both are comparatively both are required, but there is a limit for everything to be given on loan to individuals. So we advise the banks not to give loans to individuals. Instead, you give loans to small individuals to make them earn their livelihood, to live respectfully in the society. The banks also needs to estimate, means compute the loan limit for the borrower. Means based on his repayment capacity, security offered, his nature of business, anything based on the turnovers or any other modality, the banks has to extend support. And while giving support, they should analyze, they should verify, the banks needs to verify the correctness of the securities offered, correctness of the information provided, correctness of the sources or figure or projections given. So all these things has to be verified before granting loans. Otherwise, the borrower may become default and the loan may not be recoverable. And this is not acceptable to the banking sector. Also, if any stringent recovery proceedings are initiated, the borrower will be forced to do anything to earn money, maybe legal or moral or immoral or any illegal, anything also to make them, to compel them to earn to repay the loans, which is not acceptable to society. In the same way, the banks should not encourage the speculation activities, fraudulent activities, non-commercial activities, because the bank purpose is to lend to earn, not to lend to spend. That is the purpose, that should be the purpose, and that should be the idea, that should be the target of the banker before granting loans. Generally, the banks accept deposits on repayable on maturity or on demand. Maybe fixed deposits or recurring deposits, savings or any other account balance is withdrawable by the borrower, by the account holder anytime as and when he wants. So when the repayment obligation is there to repay on time even before maturity also, it is advisable that the banks go for loans, short-term loans only, maybe working capital or maybe short-term loans less than 3 years. If the banks lend for a long-term period of term loans or projects, buildings, machinery or other activities, they may not be in a position to repay the deposits or account holders amounts as and when they demand for repayment or repayment withdraw that. It is advisable to go for short-term loans and working capital loans for the banks than going for long-term term loans, capital loans. Banks also needs to take sufficient care, sufficient security before granting loans. Especially in the case of large borrowers, of course, the person's security may not be possible to get such a huge amount of loans, but the functioning of the commercial organization, also the performance of the commercial organization, and if any disturbance has come to the income or sources of the transactions or turnover of the company, it's better to help them, to guide to guide to guide the unit to in such a way that it becomes the unit becomes viable and profitable perform. But it is better not to wait for the unit to become sick. It is because the loans are precious, for that can be used. That should not become idle. Every money of the bank should be used for the purpose achievable, for the purpose of the society and the economy. The same way, the banks sometimes apply stringent recovery proceedings against NPA loans. The loans are given based on security, personal security, collateral security, commercial security of the borrower. There is no risk to the banker at all. The borrower only wants some time. It doesn't mean that the delay is not default. Beyond the control of the borrower, sometimes it may be difficult for him to repay the installments as per NPA norms. So, if the loan becomes NPA, the bank should take every step to guide them, to monitor them, to make the NPA loan become active, and non-performing asset becomes performing asset. And also it is advisable that not to take any stringent recovery proceedings against NPA loans by closing their accounts, attaching their accounts, by attaching their assets, and also making their account inoperative, and initiating auction proceedings by press in the public to defame the borrower. By defaming the borrower, the bank will not get anything. By helping the borrower, the bank may get some money. Of course, it is better wait for some time. You allow them to pay in installments according to their complaint, according to the borrower's convenience. It is not necessary that because the borrower is not asking any additional finance, they are asking only time. It is better to comply. It is better to help and to extend support to the borrower, because he is in trouble, the borrower is in trouble, and he wants time only. He doesn't want any favor except time. That can be considered by the banks to the borrowers who are NPA also. Even in the borrowers, banks can collect even in small installments also. Maybe if the 10 lakhs are outstanding, you can collect 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 also. Gradually the loan will become, the loan balance will be nullified. It will become zero, and also all the interest will be covered, loan also will be covered. It is better not to be hurried by the banks to take stringent recovery proceedings to defame the borrower and attach their accounts assets. It is not advisable, because the banks also dependent on the consumer. That is also, borrower is also a consumer.